Breaking Bad is a film about a man named Walter. He lives a stereotyped kind of life with his wife and his disabled son. He works as a teacher and at a car wash. Walter is sick and he thinks that it's because of a flu. But one day he suddenly faints. At the hospital, the doctor tells Walter that he has lung cancer. From that day, Walter's life changed completely. He wants to earn money to his family, and the viewers follow him on his way to becoming a drug dealer. The film is a part of an American crime series with five episodes. The film follow the Hollywood the film The film followed the Hollywood model even through the beginning. Both work as a teaser and as the end. The end works good as a teaser because it creates a lot of suspense and leaves the watcher with a lot of unsolved questions and a feeling that they have to see what has happened earlier. After the teaser, a flashback is shown. The viewers get introduced to Walter and his family and friends. The viewer follow Walter at work and in his weekday. The point of no return is when Walter finds out that he has lung cancer. After that, his life changes. He gets interested in the drug world and wants to earn money to his family. The climax is when he starts to make amphetamine. At the and at the end, the conclusion is when he comes home to his family again.
In the beginning of the series, the viewers basically see the main character Walter as a loser. Walter works as a chemistry teacher and he lives a boring life with an almost non-affectionate relationship to his wife. It seems like the two of them has lost the spark a long time ago and something needs to change in their lives to make it work for those two. When Walter realizes that he has incurable lung cancer, he decides to make a change of his life and live dangerously. He wants to make money for his family for when he dies, and he partners up with a former student, Pinkman, to produce amphetamine. As a result of Walter getting lung cancer, there's a big contrast to how Walter acts in the beginning of the episode compared to how he acts in the end of the episode. You can tell by the camera angles how Walter changes personality to the viewers. In the start of the episode, we see Walter in a bird's eye view, as you can tell by this picture, and we get the feeling that Walter is weak and powerless. But in the end of the episode, we see Walter in a worm's eye view, as you can tell by this picture, and we get the feeling that Walter is a much stronger character than before. This sudden change of Walter's personality is a result of the fact that Walter suddenly realizes that he wants to change his way of living because he's not happy by the way he lives now. He develops from being a boring, quiet man with no purpose in his life to becoming a powerful man who determines his own life. The foreshadowing scene in the beginning of the series is definitely the most exciting of the whole episode. As we follow the main character and the men in the van, we get a sense of feeling that something wild is up. The picture shows that the main character is not wearing any clothes but an oxygen mask, and he is driving dangerously, almost away from the road. It imbues a feeling in the viewer of wanting to continue watching. This is because the viewer is put directly into a situation which needs to be resolved.
The episode presents that a normal and good person also can become evil. Walter is a normal old man. He has a good family, friends, and a job. Which is written twice. An important detail in this analysis is when he wakes up at 5 a.m. in the morning to stay in shape. You can see the camera pans around his home and stops on an award he's earned from being smart, from being a contributor to research awarded the Nobel Prize. He's clearly smart, but despite that, he's working as a high school teacher. He's also working a second job to make it all work with his financial situation, and a new baby is on the way. Walter has a child already, Walter Jr., who was born with cerebral palsy. This already puts its own stress on the family. Adding to this stress is humiliation. Walter's second job is at the car wash, which means he's occasionally forced to clean cars himself. He also found that he was diagnosed with cancer. All things considered, it's easy to conclude that Walter is living a stressful life at the moment. This is also where he turns bad or evil, as he sees the pile of cash drug dealers make out of producing methamphetamine in the TV. He knows that he'll probably die within a year, so why not die as a hero for his family and leave them with a good amount of money and to secure their future. The story of how Walter became evil is a story of zero to hero and a modern fantasy story. On a basic level, it's easy to cheer on the man condemned to death by cancer as he tries to use his skills and courage to help his family. But on a deeper level, he's taken a shortcut. He's now a criminal and a murderer. Before all this, he was an ordinary man with an ordinary job. It shows that as a person who lived his life without any criminal past can become evil. I don't think it was born natural evil. In this case, it's moral evil.